Hey, what's going on YouTube? Lionel here, and back for probably my 30th review with only one on record. So, um, just real quick, I had to delete my last page because it was linking to some other stuff that I had, and I really didn't want the connection. So, anyway, I decided to delete those. I'll review all that stuff. It's not like I reviewed anything that was not out in the community anyway, but um, I'll re-upload all that stuff anyway. So um, today I have kind of a rant, which I usually do, and a slash fragrance review. And the fragrance review would be on the very infamous. Um, yep, that's it. Pure Malt. Um, the bottle, the star, the Theory Mugler A-Man trademark star. Um, the note breakdown is top notes are, and this is for Fragrantica, so fruity notes. In the mid, you have woodsy notes and malt, and in the base, you have oriental notes and peat. So, um, first, first, let's talk about the Rant. No, first, let's get into review. What does this smell like? This smells like everybody describes whiskey. Think of Crown Royal whiskey, maybe a little deeper than that, mixed with cherry cough syrup with the A-Man patchouli type base, or whatever it is, whatever makes that kind of chocolatey type of uh, vanilla-y type base. So that's what you get. It is very pleasing to the nose for the most part. Um, Longevity is very, very good. I mean, you get, it doesn't have the monster projection that A-Man has, but it does project quite well, much better than Pure Havane. The longevity is much better than Pure Havane. The scent that may be subjective between Pure Havane and Pure Malt, but I definitely love it better than A-Man. Out of all of the A-Man scents that I've smelled, I've never got to smell Pure Coffee. Pure Malt is you know, I switch between that and Havane quite a bit, and I don't too much particularly care for A-Man, though I want to own it just from a collector's perspective. So just haven't got around to getting it yet. I was on a couple of swaps, but that didn't come through. So anyway, Pure Havane, your initial spray, you're going to get a fruity, I mean, I'm telling you, like a rich fruity thing, something like some type of velvet cakeish type of fruit. I mean, it's not like a citrusy type fruit you think of. It's kind of some of that rich fruit, plumish, honeyish, cherryish type of note at first, and then immediately when that burns off, you start to move in, and what you get is kind of a whiskey-ish. Think of that, and then just somebody roasted that fruit on something and then poured some whiskey on it. That's what you get. If you like that, if that description sounds good to you, then you would probably love this fragrance. For some reason, some haven't, but urbanly, man, I don't know, for the excuse that, but the black reviewers absolutely love this stuff, and I'm one of them. I absolutely love this stuff. It is great. It is a very good fragrance. Again, your sillage is perfect. I've always been complimented. My wife has complimented me maybe on 3 fragrances. This one, Guerness, and by Killian, Sweet Redemption. She loves that one. So those are only 3 fragrances out of everything I've owned and worn, which is, I don't know, around 150 fragrances that my wife has ever really said anything about. With that, I want to get into the rant for a second. Trying to keep my reviews under 10 minutes. So, right now this thing is going for 120, 125, 150. Depends on what you want to wear this for. I would say if you're under the age of 25, or man, maybe if you're 30. I'm 33, so Um, I have very few places to wear this. You know, I work in corporate America. You know, I'm married. I'm not a club hopper, so you know I don't really go out to those types of places. You know, and I live in a very warm climate, which is Texas, Central Texas. So, um, you know, man, for the most part, this fragrance lacks versatility. You know, wearing it to work, wearing it to church, funeral, anything like that would probably be just out of place with this fragrance. It doesn't possess the versatility that I think Pure Havana has. I think Pure Havana can be pretty much worn anywhere in any season, really, just because of it's kind of light and kind of it's sweet, but it's light and it's you know, it just doesn't have that monster projection and sillage. Um, what else? Pure Malt. You know, at retail, it is a great fragrance. It's sort of like, man, I don't know, you know, sort of like a Corolla. Think of no, no, I want to call it that. I'm just trying to think of a reference. You know, okay, it's kind of like a PlayStation 3. Remember when the PlayStation 3s first came out and everybody was lined up sleeping outside? You know, then I turned to eBay like, you know, the next day, and those things were selling for like 800, 900, $1,000 after somebody paid what, 299 for it. You know, that's 10 times, 5 times, 4 times the amount. You know, I think I saw one go for almost 2 grand. My buddy bought 4 of them, waited in line, bought 4 of them, and sold them for at least 1,500 a piece. Um, it's, I don't know. I mean, I would have to say paying twice retail for this wouldn't be smart unless you can't get this normally. You know, man, maybe if you can't get this on a normal basis, you're in an area where this just isn't accessible, maybe. You know, Australia, so I don't know where this would be and where it wouldn't be, but you know, the 150 price, I think, you know, I think reviewers have to be careful, man. I think, you know, we as reviewers, we hype stuff up, and you know, a lot of guys are kind of impressionable, especially some of the younger guys, and they go out and they rush and you know they buy this stuff, man, paying you know 100% for it, you know, 100% over what it costs. I don't know. I mean, you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, nobody's gonna get naked when you spray this. I mean, you're not going to somehow transcend from um, you know, Clark Kent to Superman. I mean, that this fragrance isn't going to do that for you. It is a good fragrance. It's a nice fragrance, but I mean, that's what it is. A very good, very nice fragrance. All this hype stuff, man, just got to stop. You know, people got to stop doing that. People have to, you know, almost. I mean, I want to add a disclaimer. You know, it's a good fragrance. Don't spend $150 for it. Just wait for Thierry Mugler to re-release it. You know, and whenever he's going to do that again, which may be soon, next couple of months, I think. And get it then. You know, get online, get up early, get into the circle, ask somebody to borrow a man code or something. You know, try to sign up for the circle, call and see if you can get into the circle, but don't go spend $150 for this, man. I think there are much more elegant scents that'll do much, much better. For me, Killian would, for $150, you can get a you know, a 1.7 Killian refill, and personally, I will put this behind at least Back to Black. I will put it behind, definitely behind Sweet Redemption, definitely behind Rose Oud, definitely behind Incense Oud. I mean, if you're going to spend that kind of money, get a more elegant, more refined fragrance. I mean, I even think, you know, Dior Intense won't project as much as this one. I mean, it kind of has the projection of Pure Havana, but, you know, it has the longevity of A-Man. But I just think it's more of a versatile scent. I think you can do more with that fragrance. But you know, if you're a collector and you know you just gotta have this, then you know spend the money. But it's really not worth the hype. It's a good fragrance. Cherry cough syrup with some whiskey with the A-Man base. They all kind of transition to the same base. Just, you know, A-Man has the strongest projection at the base. This one has the second longest, and Pure Havana the third longest. Sweet, gourmandish, great scent. I think I described it pretty much. I mean, I would give it a 5 out of 5 for what it does, because I don't know if it's marketed as a versatile scent, but you're going to be wearing this, you know, in cooler weather, you know, kind of to the club, or I mean, anything else would probably, you know, maybe the dinner, romantic dinner, maybe over your girl house, you can impress her, but nothing's really gonna happen with this fragrance. I mean, tell you the truth, nothing's gonna happen with most fragrances. All that people clawing at you, and I mean, look, I'm a pretty handsome guy, and I don't get clawed at like that. So, um, you know, good fragrance. Just watch out for the hype. Watch out for the hype on all these fragrances. You know, Dior, even Dior Homme Intense. You know, people 180, 175. Just go get the new formulation, man. It's not gonna make that much of a difference. Both of them are gonna be elegant scents, very versatile. Or even get Dior Homme. I get more compliments with Dior Homme than I ever have with Dior Homme Intense. So I'm over 10 minutes, so I'll holler at you later. Peace.